Nice. So you got all the rewards.
Yes, I got the rewards. I got the skin that is basically a target.
And the bright operator that's never going to be used in Warzone.
So I got this skin, but I'm not sure I'm ever going to use it in Warzone exactly.
I was running in multiplayer just to show people that they're level 30.
Yeah, just to let them know what's up.
It honestly, the beta as a whole kind of like rekindled my love for multiplayer.
Hey, you know what, dude? High Rise though, that was so
High Rise.
No, like it was so much fun, dude.
Oh yeah, you enjoyed it.
To get back to those spots where we were, getting those jump spots.
I actually made it up to the crane, up to the back building once.
The back building. You mean
you
in the little cubby?
Grab the ladder
on
High Rise. You jump off, grab the ladder, run all the way along the building, and then you climb the crane. You're up on the building at the back, one of the spawns. I made it up.
So the broken scaffolding that's like there and fell. You run and jump on it. You climb up that.
Yeah, and then you're up the top.
Yeah.
I made it up there. Got like a few kills, but then they were so quick to get me. They were like, Semtex, fucking get him down.
Or
they got me down.
That tank that's up there.
Yeah. They blew me up. They
blow you up easy on that. It took me like freaking 20, 30 tries before I was able to actually get up there. Crazy, man. But once I did get up there, it was so much fun.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it?
There's actually a new way with mantling now. You can go, you can do this like a shortcut if you're good enough with your jump and your mantle. You can jump up on that sign, metal frame there or whatever, kind of run up it and then jump and grab. Now that we can mantle like this, we can grab this other scaffolding all the way on the other end before you actually make it to the glory zone.
And also, like, if you're spawning on, let's say, the side, okay, let's say you're looking out and the helipad's on your right. If you're spawning on that side,
yeah.
If you run along the right-hand side, you can jump down onto some scaffolding there and run down hidden all the way along the right-hand side and climb back up and hit all their snipers from the side. There's some scaffolding on the right-hand side of the skyscraper that's low down that you can jump on.
Dude, I've totally forgot all about that.
Yeah. And I forgot about the tunnels that lead under.
Yeah, me too. It's like,
forgot about those.
I was telling someone the other day as we were playing, it's like, as you're playing the game, like especially Favilla, I felt like my brain was re-rendering as I'm walking through the map. It's like it's re-rendering, re-remembering everything about it, right?
Yeah, exactly. One of my buddies was like, on the first day, he was like, this isn't Favela, they changed the map. And I was like, have they? And he was, because I was working. And then when I loaded up, I was like, this is exactly the same map, dude. He just didn't remember Favela.
Yep.
It's been so long.
Yep. It's been so long, bro.
That was actually my least favorite of all the maps in the beta. I love High Rise, I love Rust, and I love Estate.
Really? You put Estate above Favilla, huh?
I put Favela at the bottom. I don't think it plays as well now as we remember because of all the mantling and stuff. You can get killed from so many more different angles that you can't really like corner check. Like you're running around, you can't corner check them all. You can't, but
Favilla, no. Yeah, no way.
That's just me. So what do you like? Were you disappointed that it was all old maps and no new maps?
No.
Me neither.
I love those maps.
Yeah. I honestly didn't care that they didn't add any new maps. I really didn't. I was like, I'll play these maps to death.
Dude, all day long. But also I think later on we're supposed to get Terminal?
Terminal is definitely going to be
Strike?
They showcased that strike. I'd like to see Overgrown back. That would be awesome. Do you remember Overgrown?
Yeah, I remember Overgrown.
Overgrown was awesome. And what was the other one? Block?
Yeah.
Block. That was an amazing map. But I was playing on Modern Warfare 2 last night. We played Search and Tron Showdown.
Yeah.
Just so many amazing maps. They don't even need to bring in any new maps. Just bring all the old maps back. This nostalgia will carry this game.
That's what I'm saying, man. I agree.
But
what do you think of the perk system?
I
clothing.
Love the new perk system. But I think it's really good, and like that you can tell they're trying to balance it for all the way from demons down to casual, super casual players. They're trying to balance it, you know, and the way that you can't have like what was it? You can't have overkill and silent footsteps,
Right.
because of the vest system.
Yeah.
As soon as you put the vest on that gives you overkill, it gets rid of your boot slot. I don't know if you noticed that. So you can't have boots.
Yeah.
So you can't be running around with a sniper, an amazing SMG, and silent.
Yeah.
So
could you imagine?
Well, yeah, but that's what it was essentially back in the day. And like, there's people who are calling for this back, and I'm like, it's just going to be garbage. You need balance.
Yeah, you do.
And like this way as well, like with Warzone, with Al Mazrah, it became, this is the best loadout to run. Everybody run it. Everybody run smokes.
Yep.
Everybody run drill charges or throwing knives if you want to finish. Everybody run Ghost or everybody run High Alert, and it just made all the other perks redundant.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I think this system is going to cause people to go, right, okay, we're running trios today. If you run this vest, I'll run this vest. We'll do this, and it's going to bring up variety, and people are going to be like, well, especially me, are going to be uploading like builds for your squad rather than builds for the individual, you know, as well.
Yeah.
So I think it's really good. I love it. I love everything about the perk system.
Yeah, I'll tell you this much right now. Like, it's you brought up the smokes. It's funny because I won't run anything other than smokes and resupply, just because it's so vital right now for the current system we have.
I think it's going to be the same. I think smokes is going to be the one. But they brought in some cool tacticals like Battle Rage that had to get nerfed. Oh my god!
But they nerfed it, and they nerfed it into the ground though.
Yeah, and now it's crap. And now
it's completely pointless. Completely pointless. Exactly. But the lethal, this bomb drone.
Yeah.
I was talking to you on X or Twitter or whatever. Dude, for me, I could never get the thing to work. But every time someone threw it at me, it worked flawlessly.
I love it. It's like, you know, when they brought drill charges in, everyone's like, "Oh, these are amazing for pushing people or camping buildings."
Camping, yeah.
I don't like to use the phrase camping buildings, especially for Warzone, because if it's final circle and there's a building in a good position,
it's a different story, isn't it?
Actually, all day long, and we're going to fight out of that.
Yeah, that's
just the best position.
This is what I've always said too. If it's the last circle, like I wouldn't use camping at this point anymore. I mean, everyone's camping
circles, and you're trying to predict where the zone's going. You're going to lock it down. You're going to throw a trophy down. You're going to do it. Like you watch Apex. That's all people do in the final circles. They play the zone. They play the circle. They play the buildings.
Yeah.
And I think Warzone's like that. You know, it's not like in multiplayer where there's some guy lying in like the trash bags at the back,
right,
away from all the fighting.
Yeah.
Just trying to pinch people off doing the flanks. You know.
Yep.
It's not camping, I don't think. But back to what we were talking about, the breach drones, and it's another way to get those buildings. You throw them up through the windows. You can throw them through the through like the ceiling holes, ceiling tiles.
It's technically whichever way you point it, right? Technically,
it's like if you hadn't played the game and you were watching someone use it, you'd be like, oh, it just flies in a straight line to wherever they go. But it doesn't. When you throw it out, it dips a bit. If you throw it while you're moving, it's gonna, you know what I mean? You really do have to like stop, and you sort of have to like guide it out with your stick.
Yeah.
But it will essentially go where the where the reticle is when you released it is where it'll try and go to.
And do you have to activate or prompt it?
No, it just blows up as soon as it comes in proximity of a person.
So that's what's crazy to me, man.
And like, I know Demolition Vest actually gives you 2 of them.
Shit.
So you get 2 lethals with the Demolition Vest, which is what I was running in multiplayer. The OP for Search and Destroy is the Demolition Vest. You get 2 drones. It doesn't affect any of your other slots. It doesn't affect any of your primary weapons. You just get 2 drones, and you get restock, which is every 25 seconds your lethal and tactical restock.
Nice.
So that was awesome.
That was
awesome. I love that.
So if you were going to say your main pros of the beta, what would they be?
I just think it's an all-round win. I really do think it's an all-round win, and I'm super excited for the new Warzone. But like,
same.
I loved Al Mazrah. I didn't think the movement was that bad as everyone was thinking. I think a lot of the bad stick that Al Mazrah got was because people wanted to jump right in and just be the demon they were in the last game.
Yeah.
Be just as good as they were in the last game instantly. And when they realized that wasn't it, they started calling out flaws in the game.
Yeah.
yes, the movements were slower and stuff, but the movement wasn't bad. I don't think the movement was bad by any stretch. Like, there's a lot of games where movement's terrible.
True. I think this is a part where, like, I think this is like the pinnacle of what people have so much controversy with Warzone 2. Is, for me personally, I love the fluid movement of Warzone 1. For me personally, it was Warzone 2 is sticky and slow, and that's what a lot of people feel like. But compared to it, yes. And the one thing that I notice it the most, and not even just slide canceling, right? Like slide canceling, whatever. For me, it's whenever I have a lethal I want to use to soften the enemy up, and then pull back my weapon to then help finish them as I push them. At the time it takes for me to throw my grenade, pull my gun out while I'm pushing, it just feels like I'm working in slow motion. Yeah. And this is the thing that always gets me. Yeah. Just irks me.
I do get it. I do. But I think a lot of the people who wanted slide canceling back still are getting what they wanted back because it doesn't reset your attack sprint.
Exactly.
And what a lot of these, these demons, these guys who break cameras, want back, it's not going to reset your attack sprint. And that was my only problem with slide canceling. Like, if you were looking out into an open field or you were trying to shoot someone that was running sideways, dude, I don't care. You can call me bad, but if you're trying to headshot someone in like Caldera who's running across an open field, who's spinning, slide canceling, bobbling up and down, it's near impossible. It's near impossible. You might as well just go for 2 chest shots. It was stupid.
Yeah.
But now you can cancel your slide, you can cancel your reload, fine, you got all that back. But it doesn't reset your attack sprint, which is the perfect balance, I think.
Yeah. Which, did you know, this is why they said that they nerfed the absolute crap out of snipers, is because the movement was slower. Therefore, it gave snipers even way more advantage to get their headshots, right? So this is what gives me hope. That since the movement is more fluid for Modern Warfare 3, it's supposed to make Warzone 3, or Warzone now, they're taking away the 3. That's why they say they're going to be able to bring back one-shot snipers. Because movement is fluid, therefore it takes more skill as a sniper to actually hit them.
Yeah.
Which, listen, I'm okay with.
I adapted to snipers not being a one-shot. I don't mind their back as one-shot. I didn't mind that they took them out. I just adapted and didn't really moan about it, but...
No. Oh, I did. It's like my main complaint.
Well, yeah, like...
Always my main complaint.
In Verdansk for a while, I used the AX-50 as my main of, like, I was a sniper. But when they weren't one-shot, I just built a Victus that ate up plates, and that was my role in the squad. Yeah. This guy's cracked, he's one-shot, finish him off. Yeah. This guy's cracked, he's one-shot, finish him off. Easy, and that's how we do. But I again, it brought an element of teamwork to the game that wasn't there before. Yep. If you've got one sniper, you know what I mean? Yep. And I like that. I really do.
You have one dude.
Did you play the Ground War mode at all?
I didn't touch Ground War. No.
It was okay. It was very laggy, but it was quite fun. But what's crazy is like guys like us who are mainly Warzone, we don't realize how many people play these game modes. Yeah. There's so many people who play like Ground War and even Kill Confirmed and
even DMZ. Even DMZ. There's people that are die-hard DMZ fans that I didn't know about.
Yeah, exactly. Which brings us on to like the new Zombies mode, which I'm really looking forward to.
I've never been
in something, and I think it is the Zombies. Yeah. And now that like they brought this like DMZ style zombie mode back, that's PvE only, so you can't really get griefed in it while you're trying to work and grind. Mm-hmm. I think it's perfect. You got the balance. If you want to go ruin people's days, hit the Warzone, slay. If you want to chill out with your mates, get some snacks, get some drinks. And the good thing about the map is, I don't know if you've seen, it's the Urzikstan map. It's the full Warzone map, and the outskirts will be like less dangerous. And as you move in, it'd be more like hot zone for zombies, but better loot. Okay. You can have a chilled sesh where you just loot the outskirts, try and extract safely, all that stuff.
But do other operators, you still fight other operators or no?
No, it's PvE.
Okay.
So you're essentially working. You can essentially work together, squad up. I can't remember how many other squads they said. 4, 5, 6.
So everyone can go in together. You have different squads.
No, you go in with your squad, and then if you want to team up with people, you got to meet them in game.
Okay.
And like, you know, so maybe proximity chat will be a bigger deal in this.
Interesting. Hey, that's interesting though.
Yeah, and it'd be like, oh, you know, there's this boss where there might be this boss or this area where 4 of you are going to get slaughtered. But if you team up into a squad of 12, you stand much more of a chance.
That's kind of cool.
But yeah, they haven't really confirmed all the details, you know. So
yeah, I guess we'll know when we know.
Yeah, what do you think of the map?
I mean, it looks good, man. It looks good. All the map changes, bro. All the new maps, if I can say new maps. But
yeah.
So my thing is, it looks like it's weird what they went with. So okay, whether you do or do not want Verdansk back, what they have done is created this balance for the hybrid. But for me, the colors of Verdansk is what I didn't like, but they brought the colors from Verdansk and kind of put it into the map. The map looks banging. Don't get me wrong, the map looks banging, but it feels like, I don't know, people would rather have a remastered Verdansk, which we could possibly get.
Probably.
We could possibly get.
Put up a tweet saying it's coming back, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like some other streamers, some other guys did as well.
And just think about it. If they're not absolutely out of their minds, they will at some point bring it back, at least put it in rotation, because they know that a lot of the community wants that. Like, a lot of the community would love to play Verdansk, right? Yeah. So it would bring a lot of players back. Therefore, more microtransactions.
Be like, I'm gone. Now is the time to bring Verdansk back because you are pissing people off. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they expected Caldera to be
so bad
as it was.
So
it was
bad.
Such an awful map.
Horrible. Couldn't see a thing anywhere. Bushes everywhere.
Yeah, it was a fucking joke, dude.
Huge open areas. Ugh. But they had airplanes, which I loved that. Yeah, they took them out. Yes, I freaking loved the airplanes. Like, what I don't get is like, okay, why do we only get airplanes with Caldera? Like, why not have some modern aircraft? Like, I don't know, man.
I've been saying this for like a while now. I've been saying maybe some vehicle aspects in Warzone.
Yeah.
Like, bring in a tank. Like, for instance, the tanks in Ground War, they're not OP.
They're not.
If you focus fire on them, you take them down pretty quick.
Yeah.
So, and again, we go back to it. It would bring some diversity to the squads on what they're running. You'd maybe have a guy running an RPG as a secondary.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're creating, without going too far in the direction of Battlefield, you're creating a squad. You know, you're creating a team, a unit where, you know, because Big Tony, he used to love running the RPGs in Verdansk because the RPGs would take down the smaller vehicles in one shot.
Yeah.
And you know, if you had a squad running along the road in a Jeep, Tony had his RPG and you'd take them out, which is, do you know what I mean? But now, like, vehicles are in the game. Nothing really blows them up, probably, except maybe the Joker.
Yeah.
The Joker, maybe.
Yeah, the Joker does a good job at it for sure. Yeah.
And, like, vehicles are just, like, pretty OP, to be honest. Like, you can just use them. There's no risk. There's no risk to all piling in one sheet metal Jeep. There's no risk anymore. It's just, okay, we'll just go. And the speed you can jump out at is ridiculous. If anything, pushing a squad in a Jeep and all jumping out is better than pushing them normally because you just spring out of it and they can't.
Well, you can literally launch if you hit the buttons just right. You can literally launch like 30 feet out in front of the vehicle. You basically teleport.
Yeah.
For the other team. Yeah, you know,
ridiculous. Nice. Like, bring the tanks in, bring the ground war tanks in, make the armor at the back of them weaker.
Yeah.
Like World War tanks were.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know anything about them, but the back armor was always weaker because they didn't want it to be too heavy, and they never planned on getting hit from behind as a tank crew. But if you could get a team behind them and you hit them with your RPGs and
finito,
I think it'd be good.
You know, I say bring back the C4 that we can throw 30 feet and blows up.
I don't know, 30 feet, but again, we're going back to like certain lethals is just useless.
Yeah,
like why have C4 in the game? What's the point?
Yeah, no one's using that shit.
No,
C4 does absolutely nothing When before it's all, well, let's say Verdansk, when it came out, like that's all I used. That was so OP.
Yeah. And that's why C4 should blow up a vehicle in one.
Yes.
But you should have to get closer, like Battlefield. You shouldn't be able to throw it. Like, because in Verdansk, you could stand outside a building and throw it up into the second floor, couldn't you?
Yes.
It was ridiculous.
It was fun. But you know, that is the thing too, Cheese. It's fun.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it made the game so much more fun. Like, yeah, C4s were a little broken, right? Okay. One-shot snipers with a Car 98 all the way across the map. Yeah, it's a little bit broken, but it was fun. And so much fun to watch. And
I guess my only problem with it is, like we said, it makes certain stuff redundant.
No.
The Car 98 made all the other snipers redundant. Like, why would you...
Just like the MCPR makes everything redundant. What other snipers do you see anyone using in MW3 right now?
Yeah.
The FJX, the Victus, or the MCPR?
MCPR, yeah.
And primarily MCPR, just because it's been, for me, the most consistent. It's got stupid bullet drop, but it's been the most consistent. But yeah, all the marksmans, you see literally nobody.
The Car 98 was a marksman, right?
It was a marksman, yeah.
It was a marksman. So it just made the sniper category of the armory absolutely redundant.
It did.
Absolutely pointless. And I don't think we want that again. I don't want that again, dude. I really don't.
I do. I do. I do. But listen, you know what? No, because I was on the receiving end of that for so long. And I'm like, damn, man, this guy just whipped me one shot and got out. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to learn how to do that. And I did. I tanked my KD like nothing. It was 0.7 because I wanted to learn. And I learned, and it became so much fun. And then they nerfed it. I'm like, well, shit, you know? But
yeah, I think heavy snipers need to have a role.
Mm-hmm.
And if you bring in another marksman rifle like the Car 98, they're not going to have a role. They're not going to have a place in the game.
Yep. Now, so let's say like let's say the HDR. The HDR was very long, right?
Yeah.
And then they eventually nerfed the car to like, 50 meters? For me, it should be more than 50 meters. But it shouldn't be as long as the HDR, right? Well, your bigger sniper rifles should definitely have that reach and one shot. Let's say something like a marksman should be one shot and should be definitely more than 50 meters. More than 50 meters. What's 50 meters? Like, come on.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, but the thing is, like, again, with Verdansk especially, and Caldera, not so much Amazra.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how many times are you in a firefight that's further than 150 meters away? Like, it's almost never, because heavy snipers aren't. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if you keep heavy snipers relevant, you create more variety in like combat situations and stuff, like the long distance sniping fights. Like, you might have a team here and a team here, 200 meters away, and they're sniping at each other. Whereas in like Warzone Caldera, it was like, right, let's try and slide cancel and get as close to these guys as possible so we can use our Car 98.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No. Yeah. Well, there's a sweet spot with the car. I never got super, super close. Like, for me, where sniping breaks down and is just weird is when you have like no scoping, like straight off and all that. You're trying to push someone in a building with your no scope sniper. For me, this is stupid. But
yeah, that's what I mean. But it's fun, Russ. It's fun. People like doing it. It's fun.
Hey, then you know what? I'm all about it. If I can do it.
Maybe you could argue anything now. You
could. But at the end of the day, it should be fun, and it should be fun. It should be fun, and I think we're working back towards that. The movement, I feel, is very balanced for Modern Warfare 3.
I'm absolutely fine with the movement. I got no problems with the movement whatsoever. I hate these videos where you see guys just like looking around and changing guns and they're looking at the ground and all that shit.
I don't know what that is. I don't know. It gives me a seizure every time.
Into the fact that doing that actually helps, but the base movement's still the same. Whether you're looking around and spinning the weapon or not, it doesn't essentially help you too much.
Mm-hmm. No,
like if you get someone with good aim, they're just gonna beam you.
Yeah, this I agree with. The only one thing I would change about the movement, I would say, is the dolphin dive is still a little long. Like, once you dive, you're kind of stuck on the ground for a minute.
You could, yeah. They should just do that based on how high you dive from.
Like, right. So, like, if you take damage or not. Like, when you jump off a building, you freeze up.
For instance, and you hit the ground.
Yeah.
You should be a little bit stunned, trying to get back up. But
Yeah.
again, you don't want to speed it up too fast because you'll just have people dolphin diving across the open to be an avoid sniping.
Yeah.
And it looks ridiculous in my point of view. I think they need the fastest way to get from point A to point B from one cover to another should be sprinting.
Mm-hmm.
It should always be sprinting. There shouldn't be a faster way than full sprinting to that area. If you want to zigzag to avoid snipers, fine. But as soon as you make the whole slide cancelling faster than sprinting, that's when we start to have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's when we start to have an issue.
What do you think about unlimited sprint?
Unlimited standard sprint?
Tactical.
No.
Just not feasible.
Unlimited tactical sprint, like, again, it's going to be, you might as well not bother using certain guns. You know, if someone's running sideways from one cover to another.
Mm-hmm.
I think tac sprint, it's like a perk, right? Is it a perk?
No, I don't think it's a perk, but it's just
double tap sprint, right?
Yeah, and it only lasts for a few seconds.
I swear, wasn't it a perk in one of the games?
Could have been. Was it light feet?
Yeah.
Remember light feet? Which I think we kind of have now. What are these shoes with the wings on them?
Yeah, there's a lot. The shoes, the boots. I love it. I love the gear. One of the vests actually give you a fourth perk slot. But the fourth perk slot can only be selected from the gear. So the ghillie suit, EOD. That fucking headset that improves audio just doesn't work.
Didn't work for me. It didn't work for... No, I'm saying it did not work for me at all.
I had no doubt whatsoever.
Nothing at all.
And also, better audio should never be a perk in the game. If you can
I agree with them.
Give us better audio, make it standard.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think what they don't get footsteps right because they program footsteps into to happen exactly when they're doing it. Whereas I think you need to set like footstep audio a millisecond or two ahead of, do you know what I mean? Ahead of it happening, so you can hear someone coming.
Right.
Because there's no point in being able to hear someone who's on you because you're dead because the TTK is so low.
Yeah.
But the new TTK multiplayer was really good actually.
Mm-hmm.
Touch on that.
Yeah. Also the skill-based matchmaking though, they cranked it up. I feel like.
Yeah.
You get the same feeling.
Someone came in the chat and they were like, Jesus, there's no VPNs here, is there? And I was like, nope. It was savage. It was savage.
Oh, man.
Some of the games. But I'd rather it be that way than get bot lobbies all the time. I'd rather have a challenge than just walk into a lobby and slay, which is what a lot of people want out of their Call of Duty experience.
I want both. I want to be randomized. Some bots, some not. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Always want, especially Warzone, I've always said should be 150 people thrown into a game.
Yeah.
Because, one, with skill-based matchmaking, you're just not really giving lower skill players a chance to really improve.
Mm-hmm.
They're always only ever fighting people of their skill level or lower. Because the lower end skill-based matchmaking for the lower end of the skill gap is lovely. It's perfect. For like demons, top 5% players, it's savage because you're just constantly. Do you know what I mean? And in like a game like Fight Night or UFC, skill-based matchmaking is perfect because it's one-on-one. But in a game where you can be third and fourth partied by two more additional squads that are either your level or maybe even better, it just becomes ridiculous. Like you're in unwinnable situations, which no one ever wants to be put in.
Yeah. I like a challenge, but the thing is, like the challenge never stops. Like you constantly have to have like a sweaty mindset, in a sense, for like once you get to a certain level.
Again, no, I think that's what the zombies mode will give us. We want to take a break from it, boys. Let's go to zombie. We can still enjoy Uzbekistan. Let's go into zombies. Let's unlock some because there's going to be exclusive cameras and rewards in zombies mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go unlock some of that, and then we'll go back to the sweat boxes.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the haunting.
Yeah.
That's tonight.
Yeah.
Well, this is going up on Wednesday, so it started last night.
Yeah.
In theory.
Yeah.
But I'm pumped. These are like some of my favorite events whenever they've happened. After the garbage events we got with Caldera and the Krampus and all that bullshit.
Ew. Dude, don't even get me. I mean, that wasn't the haunting, but Krampus.
Dude, I never.
Krampus does still haunt me though. Krampus
I know.
haunts me. He was from Christmas, but he still haunts me.
I think that. So funny thing, I never actually came across the Krampus because I stopped playing Caldera because I hated it so much before it dropped.
Fair point.
And then I was just watching clips of it and I was like, I'm so happy I'm not playing right now. This looks fucking terrible.
Nope.
This looks garbage. And there was annoying little elves.
Nope.
But like, Jesus. But
and people, other people know you're fighting Krampus, and then they would come third party you. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Horrible.
And could you even kill him?
Yeah, you could kill him, and when you did kill him, you get ammo and plates. But it's like you're ringing the dinner bell for any other team that's in the city. We're here, and we're busy, and we're wounded.
But I think in Al Mazrah especially, dude, this zombie mode's going to be awesome. I loved it in Verdansk. You know, we become a zombie or a ghost, and you have to collect the vials.
Yeah.
And maybe some crazy high kill games, some crazy final circles, and I'm so pumped to play it tonight.
No, that's cool. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I do like it as a change up. Right, I like it as a change up. And
you're gonna give it a go.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it for sure. You can't not play hunting.
I don't know if it's trios or quads because I've got a few boys who want to play, but if it's just trios,
no.
Trios. I think it was trios last time. I don't think it was quads.
I honestly can't even remember. All I know is I wanted to get all of that pumpkin Punisher, bro. For me, the Verdansk one, I wanted that because that was in the Growl was at top tier, bro.
Yeah.
It never really felt bottom tier, but that was when the Growl was top tier, bro.
The Growl broke the game for the first half a season.
Yep. So I got my first win with, bro. The Growl MP5.
The Growl was amazing, wasn't it? I bought a skin pack. It was like a white skin pack, crisp black and white skin pack with some like gold trim.
Yeah. And
it had the Growl and the EX50 in it, and that's just all I ran for a long time.
Yeah.
Loved it.
It's crazy that you ran the AX50. I ran it for like a little bit, then I went to HDR, then I learned the card idea.
If you check out on my channel, search Big Cheese Sniper Montage. I made a little sniper montage back when I was like, had no idea how to edit. It's so crap. But the shots are good. The clips are actually good, but the editing's so bad, man. Did you look back on your stuff and just go, oh.
I will do.
I cringe.
Cheese, I challenge you at some point, go look at my very first video. You're going to piss your pants. I swear to God. I swear to God. But anyway.
So the Modern Warfare 3 beta out of 10. Let's do what we give it out of 10 and what would have bumped it up to a 10. If you want to go first.
Yeah, I'll go first. For me, it is 8. And I take 1 point away for dolphin diving being too sticky.
Mm-hmm.
And the second being, what did I say it was?
The UI?
The UI.
You said?
The UI.
You still don't like the UI?
It's the same. They copy and pasted it and changed the color. I do like the sound effect, though. I do like the sound effect, right?
Of everything, the sound effects.
I like the sound effects of the UI, which is weird. Like these small things to me.
Yeah, like the headshot noise, the
headshot
P token noise, all that stuff.
The headshot sound effect in Modern Warfare 2019, beautiful. Gorgeous to my ears, bro. Loved that. Loved it. And the team wipe sound effect, loved it.
Yeah.
The team wipe sound effect is horrible in Modern Warfare 2. And the headshot sound effect is okay in Modern Warfare 2. But I think they're better in Modern Warfare 3.
You think they're better now? So you give it 8, but you just didn't like some sound effects and dolphin dive movement.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
For me, it's an 8 out of 10. Would have been a 9 or a 10 if the Stinger, there was the Stinger and the MCW just dominated the entire beta. The MCW assault rifle and the Stinger SMG just dominated the entire beta.
Okay. Yeah.
So like you didn't really get to play around once SBMM kicked in. Like in the games where SBMM really kicked in, you didn't get to play around with the LMGs properly, all that stuff. And I know LMGs do need to be slower and clunkier, but the difference was so huge that like I didn't really like. I was like when I unlocked the second LMG, I was like, I'm gonna run this, and I was just like couldn't get a kill. I was just getting beamed every time, and because obviously the old maps are smaller as well. There are a lot more close quarters.
Yeah.
For that. And it pissed me off that I couldn't pick a game mode. Like I hate when you play a mosh pit and it's random what game mode you get. I hate that. I hate that. I'm glad they brought in Search and Destroy as a dedicated playlist. Because if Search and Destroy was in Mosh Pit and you had to like hope for luck of the draw, I'd have been fuming. But for those reasons, the beta overall was an 8, maybe a 9. But I like the operators. They look cool.
Bro, hey, that vault operator's blueprints.
Well, like the silver,
Sick.
the effect. Yeah, they are really sick. And the skins, I like that the skin for the weapon, you can put it on all the attachments now.
I was about to bring that up too. And the way it integrates, it's well integrated. I use the blue and the red, right? That's what I have right now.
Yeah.
And I use the blue and the red, and the way that they morph into each other, it's like a seamless transition for like the color schemes.
Yeah, it was very cool.
If it's going to be like this going forward, is very cool. It's a small thing. It's something small, doesn't give or take any advantage, but it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. And I just love the tacticals. I love the new lethals. I love the new equipment. That piece of equipment that captures points for you on domination, or if you put it on the point and stand on it, so that would class. It basically classes another person capturing the flag.
Wow.
So it'll either speed up the capture, or you can throw it on, capture the flag, and take position and watch. Brilliant. I thought that was great.
I didn't use it, but that sounds like fantastic for if you're trying to level.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was very, very cool. So yeah, 8 out of 10. For Reese, right?
Pretty solid.
No.
Pretty solid. I would say. Snipers are... I'm just scared, because...
What snipers are back, though? They confirmed it, right?
The thing is, I'm not going to believe it until I get into Urzikstan.
Game.
I start
that shot.
hitting headshots left and right down at someone. That's when I will sing their praises. It was just so tough. So bad for Modern Warfare.
Again, though, that's one of the things, and I know we're wrapping it up now, but we'll touch on Call of Duty Next. It's one of the things that bugged me about Next. No one asked the difficult questions.
No.
And no one answered no one answered the hot questions that we want to know. Are one-shot snipers back?
Yep.
Are you going to sort out your playlist updates? Not one of the creators of the thing.
Because they want to be invited back. They want to be invited back.
Yeah, it's bullshit, man. Like, can you please say, hey, your playlist update suck.
Yeah.
Are you going to fix this, please?
Right.
No one asked about that.
No.
No one asked about like map rotation. What's going to happen with that? Like with Resurgence and stuff. We're getting Fortune's Keep and Rebirth back. Cool.
Huge. I thought that was freaking amazing.
But are you going to stick it in some shitty playlist that updates every 15 minutes? So if we don't want to play a Sheikah, we got to sit in the fucking lobby with our thumbs up our asses, waiting for it to be Rebirth.
They need to take a Sheikah out. Right, I feel like they're going to
take it. It's a garbage map. Yeah. Just get it out. Like if we're getting Fortune's Keep and Rebirth Island back,
just take a Sheikah.
You want to keep Vondel in? Fine. Vondel's a great map. Yeah. Those 3, fine. But Sheikah's trash.
Yeah, they need to get it out. They need to get it out, and they need to take the fog away from Vondel. Every time I play every time I play Vondel with the fog, I'm like, I'm done. Can't see anything.
It's garbage. It's no one wants it. Like no one wants it.
For me,
you see that. They changed the name of Vondel to Von Dead for the haunting.
That's great. That's
classic.
But I think maybe they take a Sheikah out and maybe just rotate between. Maybe even take Vondel out for a little bit to see how everyone comes back to Fortune's Keep and Rebirth.
I wasn't too big on Fortune's Keep. I like Rebirth Island. I wasn't too big on Fortune's Keep. Fortune's Keep wasn't a bad map though.
No, I feel the same way. I feel the same way.
Balanced. It was. I wouldn't like. Yes, Fortune's Keep's back. I'd forgotten about it. If I'm honest, I was like, whatever.
It's really weird that they would have included Fortune's Keep with the Rebirth.
Yeah. Again, there's about 12 different types of player that play Call of Duty. Maybe the other 10 types of player love Fortune's Keep. We don't know.
Maybe. They're tracking data somewhere for that.
Yeah.
For that kind of stuff. But Rebirth coming back for me was huge. I think that's absolutely huge, and that's also what gives me even a little bit more hope that they're going to bring at least going to
bump their live player count up.
Oh, yeah, because absolutely, man. I know plenty of people who stopped playing when Rebirth was out.
They only like Rebirth. They don't like battle royales. They like the mini royale resurgence mode, don't they? They like that.
I personally like the big boy map. Always will, because the win.
My favorite too.
The win.
Al-Mazrah comes right under Verdansk for me.
Yeah, me too. Man. I like Al-Mazrah.
I wish Al-Mazrah City was busier. I wish it was busier. It doesn't seem to be a drop point. You drop on the skyscraper and no one's there.
Yeah.
But I think it is a bit too big as well, though.
Think so?
Well, the next map is the size is between Verdansk and Al-Majra, and I think that's a good size.
It's a very
Good
condensed.
size, plenty of cover.
I didn't give this map enough credit when you asked me. The horizontal zip lines, that's huge, man. They need to speed them up.
They do.
But I'm really looking forward to sniping people off of that line.
Yeah, well, because like I used them in the ground war mode, and like I think you zip line across them slower than you sprint. Like it's so slow. I don't know if it's like an FOV thing, but you're moving so slow. It's crazy.
Really? Yeah, that's too slow.
You move so slow across them.
They'll have to do that.
And being able to zip wire up all the cranes is great.
Yep.
And
from launch, not waiting every 3 updates for something big to act.
Well, yeah, you know, it's
for quality
redeploys, Call of Duty Next portable redeploys, redeployment flares. They're all in the game. Don't stagger out stuff that should be in there from launch and pass it off as updates.
Yeah.
They got to stop that shit now. Don't even do that.
Yep. They just took everything away that they brought from Caldera, which is the money counter, which is huge.
Yep.
You know, the redeploys, huge. Another thing everyone keeps saying, if we get
buy stations,
portable buy stations, dude, the buy station on the train, huge. I love
it. Is
I love that. Freaking awesome.
Being able to move it.
Exactly. I think this.
Because if you think, let's say you were fighting on the train, right? I picture this scenario, and I'm waiting for it to unfold. Let's say you're fighting on the train. The team you're fighting's got their backs to the gas.
Yep.
If you're at one end, you could like flick the switch and jump off. So they have to jump off the train before it moves into the gas.
Yep.
You know, sort of stuff like that. I think big brain plays will come in.
Yeah.
And you could have someone that like uses the train as cover. They like rotate into the circle with it. Like say it's an open field, but they'd manage to get the train there, and then you're like, oh, dude, the possibility
that's gonna be sick. That's gonna be sick. The glory hole. I've dubbed it, and the gulag.
Oh, you've called it the glory hole?
Oh yes.
Did you come up with that?
Yep. Yes, I did.
The second I used it.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
That's amazing.
The second I
glory hole.
Yeah, but think about it, because let's say you need to get out. It's like, you know, the glory hole. You got to go to the glory hole. Get out.
We should try and spread that, the glory hole. If anyone asks, I'll say full credit to you, I will. But we should try and spread that terminology out there.
Yeah, I've got a whole script of lines that I've been trying to teach my whole
I'm making a break for the glory hole.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly like this. But
that's awesome.
So I've dubbed it the glory hole. But the fact that the glory hole exists is so much better than the flag.
Oh, dude, because we started on the flag. The other day, it was yesterday, dude. I was in the gulag, and the guy went to capture the flag, and I preempted him going for the flag, cooked the frag perfectly, threw it at him, it hit the flagpole, bounced back, and killed me. I swear to God.
Are you serious, man? That's horrible.
Flagpole bounced back and killed me, dude.
That is horrible.
That's horrible. Disgusting. That gulag that we've got right now in Al-Majra is trash as well.
So
it's got a high, it's got a low, it's got different levels. You don't need it. And what I saw from Call of Duty Next is the gulag is one level.
Yeah.
Symmetrical, which is a must.
Yep.
Like the Vondel gulag is the best one. The Vondel gulag is basically the Verdansk gulag.
It's basically the Verdansk gulag. Yes.
Give me even if they were like, oh, we're just going to keep this gulag in, I'd be happy. But these 4 gulags where it's night vision, blah, blah, could get annoying, but better than what we've got.
I'm teetering like this too. I'm wondering what the dynamic, I've called dynamic gulag, what it's going to be, right? Is it going to be different gulag maps, or is it going to be the same gulag and only night and day? Because there's supposed to be 4 different variables.
Well, one's a cache gulag. It's just got loads of cache in there.
But
so you still nighttime one, the normal one,
and so it won't have money.
And I don't know what the 4th one is.
Okay, so it's either there's only one gulag in rotation that will have cache that you can grab.
Yeah, it's the same gulag but different elements.
Got it.
It's always the same gulag, but it's nighttime, daytime, full of cache, and I can't remember what the other one was.
I bet one will be gas. Somehow, I bet they implement gas somehow. Okay, I'm just thinking, like, what are the possibilities for different types of gulags? Day vision, night vision, cache, gas.
2-on-2.
No, I hope
don't bother bringing it back. Don't worry, it didn't work,
man. I hope not.
It didn't work. Didn't work. Unless they can somehow do it so you're only in a 2-on-2 gulag if you're with a teammate.
Perfect.
Then I'm okay with it.
I'm okay. That would be sick.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
It only triggers if there's 2 people from one team waiting and two of you waiting, chuck you in together.
Yep.
I'll be absolutely fine with that.
That would be cool. That would be very cool.
Yeah.
That would be very cool.
Well, dude.
Yeah.
This was a pleasure. Should we wrap it up?
I think we should. I think Gulag and Glory Hole pretty much ends it up, man.
Finishing in the glory hole is a good way to go.
Yeah.
Good way to end it off.
Absolutely. Bet.
All right, man.
All right.
It's been a pleasure. See you guys.
Have a good one.
Take care.
Peace.